At least you're not doing the recap.
Notepad.
I am muted. Awesome. Thank you, BK.
Oh.
Now that it's all synced up, hi everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Tyranny of Dragons. This is episode 3 that we are currently on. We are down a member. Storm is going to be away for the next few weeks. It was a pre-planned thing. So we will do our best to try and, you know, get along without him, and hopefully he can get back before the party goes too far and it's impossible for him to join, or else we'll have to get him to reroll a new character. However, that all being said, yeah, we're just gonna pretend like it's a regular day. We are using Syrinscape for all of our ambient music. We also use some Spotify playlists. I will eventually one day share all of those. We have our Extra Life campaign still going strong. We are currently at $200 raised. Thank you to all of you wonderful people that have done all of those donations. BK Mad Dog last week issued a challenge to determine whether we could pick what his favorite animal was. He gave us very few hints. And apparently none of us guessed right, and I forgot to put my answer in, and apparently my answer was correct. So he is not donating $100 to us tonight, but the correct answer was dolphin. Yeah,
That
so
was my
apparently
second guess.
BK Mad Dog's that was your second guess. BK Mad Dog's favorite animal is a dolphin. Take with that information what you will. At the break
I
time,
just
we
put
are
in
going to
what
be
my favorite animal was.
I mean, his hint was it's not a dog and it's not a wolf, so the jump to dolphin. I don't know, man.
No, if you know,
That sounds like a red herring in concept. Like, I'm gonna put these out here so they get something memolistic. Or bipedal, maybe. Quadrupedal.
Hey,
Right,
I chose
right.
I chose no limbs.
Now, if you were like,
Limbs
it's
are
not a
flippers.
whale and it's not a shark.
But haired flippers, so.
Yes. All right. Well, yeah, so, you know, it's a dolphin. That's all great and dandy and fine. Cool. Thank you very much, BK, for giving the opportunity. Next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, we are doing our very first giveaway. I received a set of dice from a local game shop that does all things D&D and TTRPG by the name of Adventure Dice. If you guys haven't checked them out, you definitely should. I am not sponsored by them. I'm working on it. So the more you guys tell them that I sent you, better chance we get of getting a promo code and saving you guys some money. So yeah, the dice that we're going to be giving away on the break are these pink resin dice. They have these little funky little spiral looking things in the middle. I don't know if you can really see them in the camera. I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, you can kind of see them. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be giving those away on our break. So look forward to that. And last but not least, before we get into our recap, everybody, I would love to give Sam, our wonderful death cleric, a very happy birthday. So she is joining us on her birthday to do session. That's some commitment right there.
That or I don't have anything better to do.
I mean, okay. I wasn't going there. You did. All right. So this is all perfect and fine. And so yeah, we'll get started with our recap. Kadrine, take it away.
I don't do the recap as Kadrine because I probably should have written down my notes in her perspective if I was going to do that. But in the town of Grannis, a new arrival came to inquire about bandit problems nearby, as she had been mugged by some of them and was looking for answers. In pursuit of knowledge as to where these bandits are, where she might find them, she went to a man named Escobar, but on the way found a group of 3 individuals who mentioned something about them also having dealt with bandits recently, and were also on their way to go talk to this man named Escobar. I didn't get to say more than, me 2 words to Escobar before smoke was pointed out in the distance. Something was said about a farm burning, and everyone who knew anything was running off in the direction of this smoke. So, of course, I followed. There was something, in fact, burning a farm. And we all arrived there to help put out the fire, which took a while. There was an unconscious guy there, but one of the creepy twins ended up taking care of him. After all the fire was burnt out, this group that I followed realized that someone they know that was supposed to be there was in fact not there at all, and had maybe been taken by none other than these bandits that I'm pursuing. So what else am I going to do but, of course, follow them in search of their friend that I don't know? So that's what we do. We go into a forest, and we end up finding some weird stuff there. Green. That was bad. It affected some people's heads, apparently. Not this traveler's, though. And eventually we found, what do you know? Bandits. But they were in a ring of green. And who did they have with them? This group's friend. We didn't really talk much about what we were going to do about that before someone just started, attacking, which, is fine, I guess. Well, we didn't really get to take care of the bandits, and I didn't get my shit back because one of them started chanting at a glowing portal, and then eventually all of them disappeared. Even the one that died. And after that, the portal arch thing crumbled, and everyone was trying to figure out what the runes meant. I had no idea, honestly, how they could read them while the thing was crumbling. Who the heck knows? We return to the farm that was burning, that's not burning anymore. And we have a good meal. 3 of us who apparently aren't from around here are grilled as to where we come from. And then we all went to sleep. And that's where we are now.
All right.
Also, that was
Grilled?
sort of catering, but not in catering's voice, so...
You were
Half and half.
grilled as to where you came from?
Hey.
Look, mom was just really good at rolling insight.
Okay. So, holy crap. Okay, before we continue, there was a donation that just popped off for Extra Life. I believe that was from BK as well. I have to check the Twitter to see what that actually said. Oh, it's $25. So Sam, as the birthday girl, I said was gonna get another inspiration if he donated 5, so we will update that for her. And then another $20 donation, which we will take care of after the stream. And 500 more bits from BK Mad Dog. So thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate the support and making sure that these players don't get their butts handed to them, because apparently some of them were like really hurt in the first and second session. My bad. All right, so you guys ended up, going to sleep after some light conversation over a few glasses of wine. So yeah, as you guys are all sleeping, Vess, in your dream throughout the night, you keep picturing this book. You know, you remember your vision shows you that you are, a child again in your parents' home, and you're in the library and you're reading this book, and it was about these elves, about 1,000 years prior to the current time is when the book was the setting of this book was. You remember that they had been sailing on this ocean for months and months. The story kind of went over their travels and their findings and these uncharted islands all across the world of Toril, which is the world you guys currently live in. So it was a fictional book, but it was very high fantasy feel while that you remember. And at the end of the book, they found this big gigantic whirlpool and they couldn't get out of it, and the elves disappeared. But the funny thing is one elf from this book had gone on, had not gotten, had been found many months after, and they were the actual author of this book. And the title, now that you think about it, and in your dream you come back to it, was To Alosia. You guys all have a sleep for the rest of, go through the night, you have a sleep, and you guys all wake up refreshed first thing in the morning. Kadreen, over the course of the evening, you struggled a little bit because of the broken wing not being set properly. And when you wake up first thing in the morning, you see Tunkin's mother kind of wandering through the house and cleaning and dusting and stuff like that. And when she notices you finally awake, she looks at you and she says, "Dear, that wing, we should get that looked at. It seemed to have caused you immense discomfort while you were sleeping."
It definitely does do that. It's not comfortable. At all, really. I don't know if in a town as small as this one, there would be a healer or anybody to set the wing. That isn't actually the express purpose that I came here, more in pursuit of my attackers. But
of course,
if you know of anyone.
Well, I used to take care of Tunkin and his father when, they had sprained ankles and broken bones from working on the farm. You wouldn't mind? I wouldn't mind trying to see what I can perceive from the wing and see if it's something that's within my capabilities.
Do anything. If you can do anything, I would be most appreciative.
Of course. Well, come with me to the kitchen and we'll see what we can do.
Get up and follow to the kitchen.
All right. So, as she walks into the kitchen, she starts going through some of the different cabinets. She leaves the kitchen for a moment, comes back, and she's gathered a few different supplies. And she sits down, she puts her little glasses on, and she's, tenderly, kindly, feeling around the wing to kind of see where the break is. And she says, "Okay, now, this might hurt." So she hands you this little cloth to put between your teeth so you don't, break a tooth. And in one fell swoop, all of a sudden, you feel an instant relief for a brief moment, and then, you don't feel the same pain, but you feel pain. So the pain, like, the pain that was there is gone, but now it's just like an ache, as the wing is now properly set into place. And then she kind of makes this little splint for it, and wraps up the wing so that it stays in one position so that you don't further aggravate it. I hope that's
I must have been impressed.
better. Sorry, what was that?
I was just saying, I must say I'm impressed. I can't imagine that you often set a wing.
Well, I mean, it wasn't too difficult. It's still got, still an appendage, and things are fairly simple. It just needs to be kept straight and in a proper alignment. It wasn't too much trouble. I just wish that I had sat down and done it last night so that you could have gotten a little bit better of a rest. But you're in better hands now. I hope that that wing gets better over time.
I do have confidence that it will. So, thank you.
No, thank you. Stranger, you're a stranger, and you helped more than you know. So I wanted to try and return the favor just this one last time.
Suppose you can consider us even then.
Sure. I don't think so, but I would say that I've gone in a step in the right direction to ensuring that your hospitality and what you and your friends did yesterday is on its way to being paid off.
Appreciate the thought. But
Now. Oh, sorry.
I won't, I'm not keeping a tab of a debt. So, you have no need to worry.
Of course. All right. Well, I'm gonna get back to making some breakfast. I hope you have a good rest of the morning. I'll have breakfast ready very soon if you are hungry. Yeah. You're welcome.
I think I'll just nod and go back out to whatever spot I was sleeping in and try and reacclimate myself to the slow movement of the muscles of my wing, because I'm sure they are quite tight after being messed up for a while.
Of course.
Starting physical therapy.
There you go. All right. Ensign, as you awake, you notice a fresh set of bandages, and pad and like cloth and rags and stuff to, clean your old wounds and redress them for the day.
Could slowly get to it, just take it off, put it all off and on together. I did fall asleep at the table, so I'm still doing that there.
Oh, so while they were doing, okay, I didn't know you fell asleep at the table. So Caterine, while you're getting your wings set, there's just Insane snoring away.
There was also
I just
Valzana
watched
and Keth
the,
somewhere
drool
talking
that,
not too far.
I guess 2 of us only need
runs
4 hours of sleep.
downstairs.
3.
This is
me
very
too.
true. All right, Tunkin, would you have woken up at some point early in the morning to like do any of the household chores or kind of thing, or like what would you be doing right now?
Oh yeah, Duncan is very much a bright riser, and so is, being used to waking up and doing things in the morning around the farm and the house and whatnot. I'd probably be outside already, getting the eggs and things gathered for mom and what have you, gathering supplies, whatever we need. Very early riser, so he's definitely out and about already.
So before you actually started to do that, you would have also noticed that your father, even though he still has the bandage from his head, it's a new bandage, but the bandage from the accident the day before, is also trying to go out and do his morning chores with you. As he walks down the stairs, he's, morning, son. Care to help me with the chickens this morning?
I'd care to just take a rest while I go do the chickens for you.
Oh, nonsense. I've got the chickens. It's fine. Don't tell your mother.
I'm not telling her. That's between you and her.
I'll help you with the chickens. It'll go
Fair enough,
faster and we
but
can eat sooner.
sounds good to me. And if she asks, I'll just say I did it.
Good boy. I taught you well. Well, let's go. And he hurries out the door with you before Mom can catch him. Valzana, what were you doing? Because you had, only had to transfer 4 hours.
Bothering Keth over there in the corner. Keith.
Eighth.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Over there in the
Hey.
Play it out.
She's probably gonna call you Keith anyways, so it's not gonna be good for a while.
Better than what some of the other guards call me at the keep. They give me weird looks sometimes too, but it's, it.
I'm still trying to figure out what kind of animal you are.
Human.
Oh, humans need at least 8 hours of sleep. Otherwise, you would be bat crazy and going everywhere. Just absolutely losing your mind, and all of this would be hallucination, and you wouldn't recognize anybody.
How do you know I'm not already insane?
You'd also be dead. Unless you're already dead. I doubt it. You don't look dead.
I mean, I still feel pain.
Oh, then you're not dead. That's fine. I don't think undead things feel pain.
I want to know. I haven't fought any.
I haven't either.
Maybe Instant has though.
Hmm? Maybe.
When he's up, I'm gonna ask him if he's fought any undead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And last but not least, Vess, as you awake from your dream, how do you proceed about your morning?
I think the first thing I do when I wake is go in search of some paper and something to write with and frantically scribble down everything I can remember about my dream.
Okay.
Very focused, not paying attention to anyone else.
And where would you be doing this? Would you be doing it in the living room where you guys were sleeping the night before? Would you have gone to the kitchen?
Probably the living room. Just the moment I'm up, starting to make as many notes as I possibly can.
Okay. So you guys go about your morning rituals and you do your thing. Ensign, gets his new bandages on. Keith and Valzana are deep in bickering at each other or picking on each other, whatever they're doing. Kadrine has had her wings set. Tunkin is out in the fields with his father, collecting the eggs and feeding the chickens, making sure that the horses have hay and water for the day, making sure that all the irrigation is properly set for the fields, or properly shut off to the fields for the coming frost. And as you guys slowly gather, either in the living room or the kitchen or wherever you are, you hear Tunkin's mom call you all in, or call you into the kitchen for breakfast as it is served. And it is a healthy portion of pancakes, bacon, eggs, toast, jams, all farm harvested from this farm.
I'm profusely stuffing my face.
All right. Anybody
as
else?
I come into the kitchen and sit down at the table.
You want something that's really amazing. Fucking your mom's awful.
Swallow first. You always eat as if we're never going to have another meal. That's never been true.
But what if I went out on the road and died? Always eat
Then
like
it
it's gonna
wouldn't
be your
matter, would
last.
it?
Last time I get to eat, always eat like the last time you'll get to eat.
But once you're
That's pretty
dead,
morbid.
does it matter what your last meal was?
As long as it was a good one.
I'm just fully turn away from that display and begin to eat my breakfast.
Okay, well,
How did you all sleep? Feeling better?
Like a baby.
certainly doing much better.
You didn't sleep.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I lay there on the floor by the window.
Do you think there's something productive to do at night?
How many days have you gone not sleeping?
I believe he
It-
mentioned like a month since he got here.
Yes, after the first fight with those bandits, told you, since I've woken up, which originally was, I think at this point, almost going on 4 weeks ago. It's it's been a little bit. It's been a while.
Me and him were talking, and I basically deducted he's not human. So
I
don't mean to
guess
bring
I
this
did
up.
something.
Tunkin, I sent you a message in the player channel of the Discord. If you could just check that and give me a response while this is going on.
we
Is that
wanted
what
to
you
ask
told
you.
her?
I didn't tell her I wasn't human. I mean, as far as I know, I'm human.
Humans can't go for more than 7 days without sleep before becoming absolutely batshit crazy. And he's gone longer.
But from what she's saying is you'd be batshit crazy fourfold over.
I mean, a little bit of a joke. Maybe I already am insane.
You talk very logically for someone who's insane.
Unless
Unless you're saying puppies and unicorns all around our faces without us knowing, and you're just like not saying anything.
No, there's nothing like that. Just
You
people.
also fought very good for a body that's never rested.
Honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Really, when I fight, it's just I let my body kind of take over.
But I mean, he fights well for somebody who looks quite emaciated.
Oh, I think
What
I'm going
is
to ask you if you
change?
had fought a dead person before.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
right. Have you fought a dead person before?
No. Haven't really dealt with many undead. People, monsters. Not too great with monsters. They're mostly people. I would like to see if I could turn an undead into dust.
Oh,
You know, just
Oh,
swing,
ancient.
turn the sword on a flat edge and swing it fast enough. Let's see if it splinters.
From
This
my
is very
understanding,
stimulating
it
breakfast
depends.
conversation. Keep eating a piece of toast.
Apparently, all my conversations are weird, so this is why I choose not to eat at breakfast. Choose not to talk at breakfast. But no, now I have to talk and have a conversation.
I never said that. Just be less disgusting. I'm gonna turn to the newcomer.
Yes, Lady Vess. I'm gonna like put my pinky up and eat some pancakes.
I go ahead and smack him on the back of the head.
I don't stop.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw as she smacks you in the back of the head.
To not choke.
7 + 2 for a 9.
Yeah, as she smacks you in the back of the head and you're wolfing the food down, you start choking.
wow! Who would have thought this would have been his last meal?
No.
Eat it like it's your last.
And once again, fully turning away from that to our new friend. I'm sorry, I don't think I caught your name before we all came rushing over here.
Great. Cadrine, but you could call me Cade.
Cade. Lovely to meet you. I'm Vess. That
Pleasure to meet you
unfortunate
too, Vess.
creature is Ensign. And it seems as if you've met the rest?
Yes, Keith. The one that turns into a hyena.
That's
Well-
me. It's Valzana.
Valzana and, Tunkin. Yes. Speaking of which, where is Tunkin?
He would have
Duncan?
been out still in the back working, grabbed himself a little bit. He stays out the back a lot helping his parents and what have you. He'll likely come in a little while and eat a little more and kind of check in on everybody. He's trusting that mom's got y'all taken care of.
All right. It is about this time, actually, that you guys all start to realize that there is a party member missing. Storm is nowhere to be seen.
I'll go see, where's Storm? He was here last night.
You just had this problem.
We can't go losing more people. What's he supposed to be doing?
Did he get taken again?
I fucking hope not. I'll get up and look around. Go outside and just... Storm? If I see Tonkin, I'd... Tonkin,
Hey, yeah, Instant, what's going on?
have you seen Storm? He's not at breakfast.
Oh, he didn't show. No, I haven't seen him.
Wait, oh, hold up. Duncan, sorry. Yes, you would have seen Storm. He left at the break of dawn before everybody woke up, just about the same time you did. You and your father were heading out. You would have seen him walking out the front door, presumably to go back to town to grab some more materials, tools, that kind of lot, to fix the damages from yesterday's fire and the fence posts and that kind of stuff.
Hi, yes, no, Instant. Yes. Fog brain me here. I've been going so quickly. I believe Storm this morning said he had to go back to town to get some supplies. Things here at the farm, they're just not looking too great. The fences and what have you are just really, really bad. A lot worse than we had thought. Guess I didn't really quite paint the picture well. So he went back into town to get some supplies last I heard.
Okay, take it off. It's fine then. It's just... I didn't have to get up and deal with anything for Escobar in the morning, or I'd have been up too, so just took a little bit of rest. Plus, getting stabbed's not the greatest thing for early risers. Although let everybody know that he's not gonna be coming back for a bit, but what were you gonna
How are
say?
you actually feeling this morning? They're getting all, stabbed and poked and insides about coming out, whatnot.
It's just like lift up, show the bandages, and there's just more like puncture wounds around it. It's happened more than once.
Yeah, it certainly looks like you've caught the wrong end of the pointy stick there, a few times too many.
I had to learn quickly when I was a kid, when I was younger. I didn't want to stay in the mines in Fireshire, so when it really came down to it, I had to learn to swing a sword around so I could go assist on some of the boat trips, and I kind of learned the hard way.
I mean, excuse my bluntness here, but much of learning you done, you got stabbed quite a few times. You might still need to learn a thing or two. Or at the very least, keep Vess on your side, because she seems to take care of you pretty well, so I wouldn't let that one out your sight.
Nah, she does a lot more than just take care of me, Tonkin, let's put it that way.
I mean, you're still this side of the ground, so I imagine she does you quite well.
Can't deny that one. No, I gotta let everybody know that Storm's not in any trouble, because they're all kind of concerned.
Yes, right on. No, you do that. I'm gonna be out here doing a few more odds and end things around the farm to help the folks out.
Cool. I'll see you inside. I'll run back in, and Storm just got up early in the morning and left for town. He's got to go fix fence parts, so he's gonna continue with his business for a little while.
Oh, that's good. I mean, at least we don't have to fight more bandits to get him back.
Yeah. That'd be good.
At least I'd hope not if we saw him on the way. I wouldn't have to run into that situation again.
You would think after 2 groups, we would have at least cleared a path for some amount of time.
Most likely. That's not why I'm
Maybe.
putting it down.
But they can teleport.
That was not something I've experienced before.
That was definitely something new.
Speaking of, I remembered a bit more about that book I was telling you all about. It was still supposed to be fantasy, legend, what have you. But there was, you know, that trope of when the author is actually in the book. They escaped the end of the book and then they wrote the book. It was that sort of thing. And I have a title.
So what you're saying is it has some format of liability.
If we're willing to set aside that everyone who's ever read it seems to be under the impression that it is a work of fiction, then yes.
Every legend has a little truth to it. That's what my sister used to always say.
Well, if that's true, and that's the basis on which we want to operate, then I think we should find the book.
Any ideas
Where would
to
we
where?
go?
How
Fine.
common is this particular story or novel?
Sorry, what was that?
How common is Tuolosia? Like, could we find it in a bookstore? Would I have to find my way back to my family library?
You would have to find your way back to the family library, as it's not a very common book. The book had maybe 1,000 copies. I mean, without actually knowing how many copies were either distributed, sold, handed out. I mean, like this like I said, the book took place, quote unquote, 1,000 years ago, and the author, who knows when he actually wrote it? There is no date. You don't know. There is no actual name, except for a little excerpt in the beginning that stated like, "These events. I lived through these events, and this is my story," kind of thing.
Okay,
yeah,
so
no,
it's
it would
not like
be-
something that it's not like a childhood fairy tale that just is around in mass publication.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. In that case, I get very quiet for several minutes. The only copy that I'm aware of is in my family library.
Oh, really? So we get to go back to your house.
I didn't say we were going back to my home.
I'd say we should go back to your house to get this book if it's so important. Is anybody else down for this?
I mean, that much
Unless
up
you
for
have
a
to jump
journey.
to a portal to go
Nowhere.
back, I think it'll be a great idea.
Oh, well,
Where
look at
she lives
that.
first.
I mean, it's not too far.
No, unfortunately, it's not too far.
Mhm.
If we all think that that's best, then yes, I suppose I could make a journey home. A
Not a-
brief journey home.
Oh, why don't we spend some time there?
Oh, really? Did you like them the last time you were there?
I mean, I could raise a little bit more hell if you would like.
Oh, please do. Burn the whole damn thing to the ground.
If you say so, ma'am.
I swear to all that is unholy, try me again. Test me again on this, ensign. it's a bit of a journey, not long, but it is some. So if anyone is coming, you should get things prepared.
Already prepared?
Mhm.
Always interested in a good story, so count me in.
Should we be
So,
worried? When we
family
get
drama.
there?
Sounds exciting.
Worried for what?
I don't know. I've never seen anybody talk like that about their family. Are we talking like mass murderer family?
No. Extremely unpleasant people.
Oh,
And I'm not sure returning with me would be wise. I didn't leave on the best terms.
I mean, we didn't leave on the best terms last time well enough either, but I can say that your mom's quite a bitch.
I'm sure
That's
they
one
mean
word
well.
for it. You could say quite a few other things about her.
That's good enough for me.
It's not even starting on my father.
I've never had somebody openly say that they would put an assassination out on me.
Well, you clearly weren't the sort of person they wanted their darling daughter going anywhere near.
Look, I didn't say anything. We were traveling companions at the time. We're still traveling companions now. Your parents just had some assumptions in their head that they couldn't get fucking through.
All they have are assumptions. It's
And
all
money.
they'll ever have. Honestly, I think we should go about this some other way. This should be a last resort.
They don't sound like they're absolutely terrible people, just overprotective.
No. No,
Huh?
that's not all they are.
I was hoping.
They're many things. And after last time, I'm sure they have a bit of practice trying to get me to stay if I ever were to come home. I'd rather not.
I mean, I could just do it.
To the 6 of us, I don't think they'd be able to really drag you away from a group of 6 people.
Well, it wouldn't be them that we were fighting against. They're... I had my own personal guard growing up. And they have enough fortune and favor that the city guard would likely be involved if I were to ever show my face again.
I mean, I'd still like to give that lieutenant a kick in the shins, but
Which one?
all of them?
Please, I'll help you.
Look, I'm just saying.
Is very important people, is what you're saying.
They think so. Many others think so.
Look, I apologize. I was just making the recommendation on the aspect that we know where it is. It could just be a lot harder to find one.
Is there a
It can be a
library?
last resort. Just, we can have it in the back of our minds. We know where a copy is. I'm
Resort.
sure there are others.
All
Is
right.
there a
So,
library in town?
sorry, what was that, Bolzana?
Is there a library in town? By any chance?
Like in Greenest?
She just got here, so she's asking everybody.
No. There's a small bookstore, but not really a library. The town is very it's a very in and out town. Greenest is a town along a trade route. It was never meant to be like a full civilization. Like, yes, it has, some people that live there. It has a tavern, it has a keep, it has a sanctuary like church. But it was a very, you go through, you stay the night, you move on the next morning kind of town. All right, so we're gonna take a brief run out to Tunkin and his dear old dad, who are currently working outside getting some stuff done. And Tunkin, your dad, after some time, you know, you've kind of gotten about 75% through your chores. He pulls up a little log that's sitting in one of the barns, and he sits down and he says, "Look, I know that you are trying your hardest to, keep this farm going. But we don't want this for you. And I'm sure deep down inside you know that this is not what you want to do for the rest of your life. So we're planning on retiring without your help."
What will become of our farm then?
I'm sure that we can find other ways to keep it running.
So you don't mean that we're talking about her now?
Well, it might be the time.
I mean, I know you say this is something that's been going on for many generations before, with the Coulson family and the men, but you've told me she was newer and that the men in our family used to deal with another Katnior, but you said she had died and that Shiri has taken up this mantle only so recently. You were her first sort of attempt at offering help to our family, and I'm grateful. Obviously, I'm here as a result. But what would be the cost for such a task like this? I mean, is that not something that bothers you?
Your mother and I have thought about it long. We have not borne any other children. We don't have anybody else to keep the farm running. So we are willing to give it up once it is time. We were hoping that the price would be that they would let us carry out our lives and maybe reinsert somebody else to keep the farm running or take it for themselves. We haven't really thought about it, but we don't have anybody else. You are our only child, and thus it is what it is, son.
I feel obviously some type of way about this, Father. I can't just leave. If I leave you and you let this farm just go, you're hoping that they let you go. You're hoping that bond is severed between us Coulsons and that the buck ends with you and that they don't befell any more harm to the city, and that's a lot. But I feel like I feel a pull and a calling with these people that I'm with now, that I'm torn.
Is it too much to ask that we ask you don't worry about us? We love you and we want you to be happy, and doing farm chores day in and day out is not happiness. It was our happiness, but it's not your happiness. We know that. We want you to explore the world. We want you to take in the sights, the things that your mother and I were never able to do. Don't you worry about us. I'm sure we will find some way to appease her and keep our arrangement going somehow, but It is time that your mother and I finally make this decision, as we're not getting any younger, and we only have so much time left on this world. We don't want to squander it trying to scrape by every season.
Well, I understand, Father. It saddens me greatly, but I will see to it that I do you proud, and I will travel with these new friends. New friends. I do enjoy making new friends. I can certainly travel with them, and maybe we can check in at some point and see how you all are doing. Or I'm sure I can find a way. There's plenty of things in this world and means of which we can, I'm sure, check in and get word. Or maybe Shiri won't be so bad after all, and I can reach out through her, and I'm sure she can provide assistance should I need to. Family seems to be doing well with reaching out to us. Maybe I haven't quite burned that bridge many years ago when I was there last.
One can only hope that it will all go according to plan. As you say, the master plan.
Aye, everything goes according to plan.
Yes, and maybe this is the master plan. Maybe us giving up the farm is the master plan.
Well, I suppose in spirit of the cosmic plan, you and Mom do with this farm as you wish. Obviously, it's I would have maybe at one point thought I could take this farm on and have my own family here, but it seems like my new friends are gonna have me down a different path at this point. I may need to just go that way, and you and Mom can lay this farm to rest and maybe stop worrying about it so much, and maybe just live peaceful lives off somewhere.
It's all that your mother and I have talked about these past few seasons. Been getting harder and harder. Even with your help and the help of the employees that we have had, the farm is definitely not doing as well as it used to. And now what with all of these bandit attacks and the fences coming down, and now we have that whole northwestern field that is... And yes, I did, before you actually woke up. That was not my first trip out the door when I came down the stairs this morning. I have been to the northwestern field. It is destroyed. There is no coming back from the devastation that whatever happened out there can bring back.
Aye, well, he's just gonna sort of turn away, and that's what she thinks best, Father. Gonna walk back inside and check in on Mom.
Yes, go and have some breakfast. I will be in a few moments. Gonna finish up a couple more things.
Don't overdo it now.
No.
Back in.
All right. As you head back inside, what is I would assume that this is about the same time that you guys just finished kind of talking about the book and the travel plans to this home of Vess. You guys don't know, you guys haven't been told where that is, so you're just assuming that it's close. Ensign knows where it is, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Tunkin walks through the door.
No.
Well, I still
Okay.
don't think that this is the best option. Honestly.
Like I said, it could be a last option. It doesn't have to be the first one, but no, it's not like we can get in the Candlekeep. We don't have anything to give them that they don't already have.
Good morning! How's everybody doing?
Duncan! Let's come sit
Hello
down.
there.
Come eat.
Yes. You saved me a little bit there, Ensign.
I
No,
tried.
that was me. Ensign would have shoved it all down his mouth had I not stopped him. Yes, Duncan, dear boy, here, have a plate.
You
Yeah,
might be right.
awesome. Well, I do appreciate you guys. What is it we're discussing?
Nothing.
Books.
So,
Books.
what kind of book that was dreamed about?
Oh,
She finally remembered the whole name of the book we were talking about.
oh,
And-
lovely.
Yes, there's only one problem. Unless you know of a library or a bookstore near here, then there's no way to get there because her parents are evidently horrible and will try and keep her captive if we take her there. That's what I gathered.
Well, that's not very pleasant at all. Don't know why your parents would want to keep you here. Mine are trying to send me off into the world.
Well, I know
We've
that.
killed
feeling.
that. Nearly did.
My parents wouldn't be too happy if they found out I ran. Now that I think about it.
I left at 16, so.
I left yesterday. Well, 2 days ago.
Oh yes, from the mountains, just nearby. Of course, he'll look at you, but neither here nor there is he gonna bother to poke and pry. Well, I say, if a book is what we seek, we should seek a book. Whatever the cost.
A library or a bookstore here.
Yes,
Here, since we're here.
that's a great idea. If it's not a pleasant memory or experience for you, we could always check somewhere else. No need to send you back home to treacherous parents if that's the relationship you have.
Please. I would appreciate that.
I mean, still a bit context. We still have to pass through Greenest and probably see what's up with the raid.
Yes.
The tip is coming from the mountains. We should probably look into that too.
About this time, as you guys are chatting away, did you hear a big loud thunk, thunk, thunk on the front door? Sounds like somebody's knocking.
You want me to get that?
Oh dear boy, finish the last scraps of your food. I'll go get it. And
No, Mom,
Wait, hey, don't answer the door. Do we know who that is?
Mom, I can go get the door. That's no bother.
oh, it's probably just one of the neighbors.
Pretty far for neighbors.
I'll go answer the door.
AG about
Balzana promptly hops to her feet and like runs to the door. No questions.
Keep eating. Everybody else wants to gather the door, go for it.
I guess I will. I haven't really eaten all that much.
The
And
comment of scraps and vulture picking from people's plates.
yeah, Kate's
going
place
to-
mostly full, so we just slide it over to Anson here.
Oh, thank you.
So
Balzana's
who's
would've been
going
like,
to answer the
weird.
door?
Oh yeah, she would have swung that door open. Just not even. No.
Balzana, as you swing the door wide open, you see this big, stout, bearded shield dwarf and about 30 armed guards along the front, along the road of the front door.
Balzana, who's at the door?
Ah,
As
yes,
Anson-
there, we found them. Good, thank the heavens.
Oh
Ensign,
shit, I recognize that voice.
Anson, I think we're in trouble.
Oh fuck.
There's a short man at the
I don't
door.
know about
you were supposed to come back last night. Where have you been? We've been out looking for you since dawn.
You know, it's fucking time we were done. It's so fucking late. Why would I walk back to town when I could fucking stay here?
We were recovering.
We were worried.
Welcome!
Hi, Duncan. Sorry. This is between... Ensign, get your ass out here right now.
He's hurt.
You're in
No,
trouble.
I'll fucking stand up and go outside and just stand. The fuck, Escobar? Can they come back
Good.
in like an hour?
You
Let's eat fucking breakfast.
you said that you were going to go out. You ran so fast out of the door for the fire, and then you never came back. We thought that it was bad. We were worried about you. Seriously,
They're worried
Yeah.
about it.
Okay.
you
I
are.
get it.
You may be hired help, but you are also what I kind of consider a friend.
Thank you, Escobar. But in the instance of everybody else that was here, it was better to rest than travel at night and be in higher danger with everybody else. We woke up, dealt with a couple things, we're eating breakfast and about to take off.
Ah, well then, good. So
Yeah,
the
he was stabbed.
so the
He
fire
was
was
nearly
nothing.
dead. He was nearly dead.
I'm gonna like put my arm around Escobar and slowly walk him in an opposite direction. That's something that we need to talk about.
Oh,
There was a group of bandits. Something up with the crazy portal and some green light. Magic tried to kill some of us, and then boom, they all disappeared. Portal crushed. Something to
What?
do about a fairy tale book. Yeah. I'm still trying to put connections together. Well, I'm not trying to put connections together. Bess is trying to put connections together, but some shit's gone on and it's getting a little weird, Escobar.
Well, that's strange. This is the first we've heard of portals.
Bandits stab people, throw firebombs. They don't use portals.
But
So
you
the fuck are
said
these
they were
portals?
bandits.
They all look like fucking bandits.
This is getting out of hand. The rumors, they're getting closer. You know, the last we heard, 2 days ride from here, Nashkel, had some issues. We've got the... This is getting out of hand, and we need to come
fuck.
to...
We found. We're gonna go deal with it before, but the fire. We found a note, like a letter, that was directed towards a raid coming from the mountains. We're going to deal with that before we had to come back here. Well, somebody inside's got it. I think maybe Vess or Keith. I can't remember.
Well, let's go and get the note. Let's see what it says.
Go inside up. Who's got the letter we found from the first of the bandits? What about the raid?
I do. Good morning,
Yeah.
Escobar. Pleasure as always.
Ah, yes, Lady Vess, good. Glad to see you're safe.
Oh,
Just Vess is fine, thank you. I've told you once, I'll tell you again.
It is rude to call a lady by their first name without lady in front of it.
look, Escobar, she slaps me for it. She's gonna fucking slap you for it too, okay?
No, the slap is just for you.
Well, I'll slap him, because that's what I get to do.
I like 'em feisty, Ensign. You should know this.
Don't.
I have the letter. Produce
Yes,
it.
let's see it.
Give it to Escobar.
So he reads the letter quickly. Is the seal still attached to the letter?
No, I peeled the seal off because I wanted
Yeah.
to show everybody. I'll produce
you-
that too, though.
Okay, I was just curious if you were going to or not. So he reads the letter quickly. There's obviously in the letter itself, there's nothing pertaining to the seal, who it was or whatnot. But when he when you hand the seal to him, he looks at it. Oh shit!
What's wrong, Escobar?
Have you not? Oh, stupid question. Ensign, you've seen this seal before?
I didn't want to bring it up.
We're dealing with the cult.
They're not supposed to be here.
The cult of the dragon is coming, and this is not good. We've heard so many rumors that they have been picking up activity, but if they get where they need to go, we are in trouble.
What's a cult?
A group of
Dragon.
jealous people that believe in very extreme beliefs. We're just getting into a much more shitty situation.
Oh,
And you didn't think to mention this before, Ensign? This cult.
Maybe. I was going to bring it up to Escobar before I brought it up to the group. And of course I'd be aware of the cult of S. Cult of a dragon. Specifically a dumb one. That I don't like.
new question.
Don't
What's a
like other
dragon?
things.
Yes.
Are we still getting paid?
Now look at Escobar.
Well, of course, but the deal was with Ensign Invest. I don't remember ever saying I was paying you lot.
Oh, no. I've contracted all of them.
Son, Ensign, you are supposed to tell me this shit before you... God damn it! You're going to make me
It was
go broke!
necessary.
This is what happens when you give me, emergency powers for what I needed. I needed people to help me deal with the bandit scenario, and everybody just tried to get contracted. So what do you want me to do about it?
Alright, so it was 1 gold per head of bandit that you killed, right?
You would be correct.
And how many bandits have you killed?
5,000.
Duncan, don't get greedy.
Fine, 2.5.
Killed 4 bandits.
Only 4?
There was at least like 7
Local
or 8.
bandits
you know.
out. I can't kill more if they just disappear.
One of their bodies also disappeared as well, so we can't give you that one.
I'm not counting that one.
More than 4 the first time.
There was way more than 4 the first time. I remember this first time we saw this hyena come by, rip somebody's head right off.
Don't pay for a head. There was 7 the first time. 7, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 9, 7. You're looking at about 89 gold, Escobar.
18. You killed...
Well, 1 gold per bandit per head. There's 7 of us.
Storm was with you too?
Yeah. He's going back to the shop to fix the fence.
Ugh.
My fence.
Alright. I don't have the gold on me. You'll have to come back to the keep.
No, it's good. It was intended to go home anyways.
89 gold. That's damn. Alright, from
I'm
now
also
on.
giving you a
From
bit
now
of a
on,
discount,
Ensign.
Escobar.
I get that, but from now on, Ensign, need to let me know ahead of time before you start contracting people for something that you have never needed help before with.
I've never been put in a situation where there were bandits in a portal where I needed help. It's a new scenario, but we'll go back and we'll deal with the paperwork later. Okay? Let's go deal with the cult first. I need to burn off some steam.
Well, glad you're safe. See me at the keep later, and then we'll go for drinks. Yes, I guess your contracted employees can come too.
Fantastic. I'll see you back in Greenis.
Yes. Be safe out there. You too, Lady Vess. And he will.
Bar.
Goodbye.
Bye,
see you later,
everybody.
Escobar.
I hate
Escobar's not
him.
very... It's pretty easy to just kind of run around, you know?
He's a very loud individual.
Yes.
I can be
yes,
louder
he
when I
is.
need to be.
Like when he pulled you to the side and was like, whispering to you, it was still very loud.
You do that as a sense of security on their part. Take them into a little bit of private. Tell them, hey, things are going to be okay. Escobar, you just do it because he likes it. He likes the attention.
Oh, okay,
See,
no, back to my prior question, though. What's a dragon?
I was trying to tell you it's a flying lizard with legs.
And they breathe gnarly
I
effects
just think.
and they come in quite varying sizes
and colors.
and age. Some of them can talk.
Quite terrifying, some of them.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like you all are very familiar with these.
I mean, only in stories.
Books.
Yes, books. Much like the one we gotta find.
Mm-hmm.
Different forms of education.
If only that portal was still open, we could have went to my home. Maybe they would have had it. Well,
That portal closed behind you? With a
yeah,
one-way portal?
The second I stepped through, it was gone.
Did you put it up? Oh, you just saw the portal and went through?
Mm,
I-
portals open often.
But they
Around
open
the
often
world.
around you. Oh, just
Around the
around the
world.
To be clear, your portal and coming here, that was just happenstance?
Mm, well, it had been there for about an hour, and it has been said that sometimes portals out of the Feywilds tend to last from anywhere from 5 minutes to 5 days.
I'm sorry, you said you're from where?
Feywild?
Feywild?
What's that?
What's a fey?
I
Wild.
physically get up from the table and go and start getting my stuff.
Wait, Escobar! You know about this stuff too. You keeping things from us.
He's gone already.
Escobar's
I'm
gone.
sorry. Ensign! Name drop, my bad.
Oh.
Ensign!
Yeah, Enzo, do you know what the
I-
Feywild is?
I'm partially educated on what comes from the Feywild, but this is also a situation where we can walk and talk.
Oh, you're right. And Keith will.
Oh yes, we need to collect our money.
Money's always good.
I was promised money, I'm gonna go get it.
I'm going to go get
Actually,
you
quite
money, and I'm
impressed
just gonna
I'm
like go
getting
and
paid.
start putting all my stuff back together.
Keith is just going to go stand by the front door. Just waiting for her wedding.
After grabbing a bag, Valzana's gonna be right next to him.
All right. Grab
All
my
right.
stuff.
You guys are all gathering your belongings and trekking back to the town?
Yeah.
I want to get paid, fool.
Been
Um,
And you gotta
days.
make dough.
So, Ensign, the one other thing that Escobar did say to you in a small whisper just after he left was that the town was prepping for the raid and that it would be heavily fortified by the time you got there. So make sure that you guys all come together because you're now the liaison for this entire group that you've employed.
Don't anybody slack behind. You're gonna get shot by a crossbow.
Okay?
Always such a warm welcome wherever I go with you, Ensign.
I wouldn't say it's entirely just a warm welcome, but it's in the context of if anybody strays again from the group, because I'm the one that's supposed to be responsible for everybody, somebody might get shot.
I'll shoot back!
No!
Have some of this crossbow.
Please don't.
Do not fire.
Look, if they shoot me, I'd shoot back too. So yeah, shoot
Totally
back.
fair. If I get shot, I'm getting shot, I'm shooting back.
I'm a Tonkin.
I'm
I'm-
not helping you.
I'm going to say that is not a smart idea.
Would you suggest we just stand and get shot at?
No!
I would suggest not get shot at all.
If you
All
don't
right.
stray from the group, you don't get shot.
So you guys make your
Bad
final
version of the
preparations.
Goonies.
You get your belongings and you start to make your way out the door. Tonkin, your mom and dad, greet as you guys are walking out the door. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. Cadrian, please make sure that your wing stays elevated and make sure that that splint doesn't move, or it could end up hurting again and becoming unset.
Very much try my best.
Good, that's
Keep
all
it
we
as
ask.
is.
Safe travels, everybody. See you again soon.
You please
And you
take
guys-
care of yourself. And if somebody comes screaming, well, come and kill more bandits for you.
Thank you. And we shall make sure the storm is well taken care of while he's here, fixing all of the stuff around the farm. You guys,
Please
but
do.
any friend of Duncan's is a friend of ours. You are all most welcome at our home anytime.
It's much appreciated of you. But hopefully we won't have to be back for any more serious reason. Maybe just some pie.
Ah, yes,
Mom makes the best pie.
that I
For
do.
some pie.
And you guys slowly make your way out the door, and you guys make the 20-minute trek back to the town of Greenest. And yep, sure enough, at the gates to the western side of town, you do see a guard on both sides, a guard on each side of the road, as well as one on each side of the road on the inside of the 5-foot long fence. It's not really that tall. And they halt you. They see who you are, obviously, Ensign, and they motion you guys in without any issues. Where would you guys like to go from there?
If any of you have anything in town that you would like to grab, personally, I'd recommend doing it before we reach the keep. If not, I'm going straight to the keep.
Oh, you want you to the keep? Okay.
I have everything I need.
All right.
Personally, I'm not from here anyway, so
Yeah.
Just a precaution. I'm gonna go straight to the keep to Escor.
Yeah, Kate will be right behind him.
Follow suit.
All right, so if everybody is making their way to the keep, you guys make the couple-minute trek. You guys walk into the central yard. Escobar is not in the central yard currently.
I said to be right back. I want to go check his office, store, wherever he would have his own little place to stay.
So
Just
you would
kinda go
know
there.
that along the east side wall of the central yard there is a door that leads down into the quarters. That's where Keith was when he was equipping. So the quarters are there, the mess house, or the mess hall, armory, all of that stuff. And Escobar's office is actually the entryway into the armory. So you kind of walk down, you walk along the one corridor, down a flight of stairs, in through a door, and there's Escobar's office. And sure enough, Escobar is currently actually, but not behind the desk, but in the other door inside the armory, taking like inventory and collecting this and collecting that. And as you walk through that armory door, you see that the armory is quite barren at the moment.
You weren't kidding when you said you were putting everybody on call for this one.
The Cult of the Dragon is coming. We cannot spare anybody. We've armed every man willing.
A valid point, especially if it's the cult.
We would like to hire you as well, Ensign. I don't know if we can pay you for this one, but if the fight comes here, we need every abled body. And you are quite abled.
For the most part. Look, I'm not worried about myself, Escobar. I'd rather stand up. You pay me well enough, and I'd rather not see innocent people get brought down by a cult of crazy erratic people. But in also good context, I don't think my compatriots are well equipped for the task. I am. I don't know about some of them. I don't know if they need anything.
What if I could guarantee weapon and armor of their choosing?
If they required it.
I can offer them training. I can anything. Ensign, we need you. You've seen the recruits. Keith. I mean, how was he? How did he do?
You know, surprisingly not that bad.
Well, wait, what?
Look, I'm not gonna say that he doesn't know what he's doing, and something about it is right. Might just lack a little bit of confidence.
Well, if you... Well, that's very interesting. Anyways, that's not the point. You've seen some of the recruits. They are not equipped for what's coming, and we don't know what's coming. We just know raiding party. It's very difficult situation to scope out. I would actually ask that you guys head back west past the farm. Maybe make your way closer to Nashkel and maybe look at some of the rumors there. And report back to us? I mean, I can pay you for that.
I would need to discuss it with everybody. It's not just my decision along if everybody wants to come on contract, but I could at least look into that first.
I will offer up anybody that would take up this mantle of scouting. 25 gold each.
Side price that might get them in the way that you want them to be in. It's just I have a general concern, Escobar, that if I'm not here, something would happen. But I'm not going to be much good just sitting around, not trying to get a little bit more control over the situation.
Well, of course. Whatever do you mean? Like, what do you need? What do you want?
Let's just check out the rumors about the cult. I'll go find it in the meantime. A raiding party hanging around somewhere.
There must be at least one.
Little interruption might do them some good. Nobody else has to be involved, just me. Big falling rock be a fun little bit of entertainment. Crushed passageway, something small. Don't have to endanger myself.
So quickly, let me make sure I understand this out of character here. So you want to go on your own and cause a distraction for this raiding party?
I would at least like to go and find them.
Okay. So
depending on the scenario, I'd probably try something, but we would see at that point.
Okay, and you want to do this on your own. You don't want to take the group with you.
This is what I'm telling Escobar.
Got it. Okay. Well, if that's what you think is the best way, then yes, maybe I agree with you, and you can do what you need to do. I trust that you have not let me down before.
I mean, not yet, but we'll see how it goes.
Yes. Well,
best I can say is I'll find some party of bandits or raiders and then some numbers if I can. If not, I can at least tell you which way they're coming from.
That would be good. Yes, so well, if you could do that and report back to me as soon as possible, that would be very much appreciated.
I'll be intending to do that, but I did come here for some payment, Escobar.
Yes, sorry, yes, and he will walk back out towards his office. He'll grab a key from one of his many pockets and put through the ring, put it into this little lock of the drawer. He'll pull out this box. You'll find another smaller key. You'll unlock that box, and in there it's the treasury. It's looking very barren from what you can see over his shoulder. And he starts counting out, 89 gold, and he'll deposit it in a pouch and hand it off to you. Locking the box back up, locking the drawer back up.
Absolutely fantastic, Escobar. Now let me go talk to my compatriots about some business we need to go and handle, and we'll be back as soon as we can.
Yes, sorry about drinks, but I think the safety of the town is a little bit more important today.
I can cover drink for them. We'll grab some before we go.
Good idea. Maybe if I get done around here, I'll come and join you for one.
You take care of what you need to take care of, Escobar. Don't worry about us. But
of course,
it'd be appreciated if you stop in.
Do my best. I always do.
I will then leave. Go back to where the group is, and I'll just hand the bag to Tunkin of all the 89 gold. Put down. Split that up between everybody. Don't worry about me.
Oh. What about Thorn?
Split it up between him too. Don't include me in the bet or in the cut. It's not
Are you
important.
sure?
I get paid well enough, and they also pay for a house.
I don't need it either.
She also gets a house.
Oh.
You know,
I
I would
live
say I
at-
feel
I
bad
live at the
because I
keep.
didn't kill a single bandit, but I actually don't feel bad because the bandits took all my shit. So, even though I didn't do shit, I'll take some gold.
I mean, debatable.
Valid,
You
this
did
one's different.
do shit. Some rather impressive
I
shit.
guess I fired off one little cantrip. You're right.
Well,
I
I've
did
never
just-
seen anything like it.
Did also put out a fire, so you know what? You're
Yeah.
right. I do deserve payment
Which is
for.
about as much as I did. I bit a
Right.
foot.
I mean, you did turn into a bloody fucking hyena.
Twice.
Quite
Yes,
impressive.
you did.
Twice. Scared the piss out of me for about 4 seconds.
Yeah, I don't need anything. I actually live at the keep.
Oh. Good God. Fine then.
People argue that you don't need gold.
It's a four-way split.
That's what, yes. So I'll go and count out, and we all get 22 and 1/4 gold. He'll hand out and distribute to two compatriots who are willing to take it that are present.
As for your giving concern, Valzana, money is not important to me.
Hmm.
There's a lot more things out there that are more gratifying than money or gold. Now I've got drinks, and then we've got to get out of town.
Oh, well,
Come on, so we'll grab a drink, and then we need to leave.
I'll follow
Got a
you.
job to do.
I'll follow you. I don't know where to go.
I'm just gonna go to the tavern, buy everybody a drink.
So as you make your way to the tavern, you make your way in the doors, you see that there is, in fact, one table with no patrons at it. As you walk into the bar, Ensign and Vess, you recognize a familiar smell of brimstone that seems to linger around this one individual with reddish toned skin and fiery looking hair. This one is one of the twins that you have come in contact with over the last couple of weeks. They've been, sitting around, they've been kind of waiting in Greenest, apparently waiting for certain people. But this one that is currently there is Drea. He is sitting at the table right at the front of the door here. The table you guys see, one second, I have to put you guys down here. There we go. You guys should have access to the tavern now. You guys can go ahead and drop your tokens down or at the door here. I will resize them as per usual.
big!
They're very large individuals.
Yep. And then you see that the table up near the north wall of the tavern, actually that would be the east wall of the tavern, is currently open and has enough chairs for every one of you.
Okay, so before going over to that, I'll stop at the table and Drea.
Yes?
Where's the twin?
He's out doing some of his own business.
It's not often I see you two apart.
Well, apparently news has come across our desks that the group of people we are waiting for will be here very soon.
Don't let me intrude.
Yes. It's nice to see you again.
It's a pleasure. Hopefully, maybe we'll do some work again. But-
Yes, the last time was quite fun.
I've got a couple compatriots I need to buy a drink, and then we need to head out of town. I'll talk to you soon, Drea.
Yes, have a good day. Just for the sake of things, Drea is a 6th level barbarian, multi-class into a druid. So, yes, you've seen
wanna
him
vibe check
wild
that.
shape into a dire wolf many times in some of your battles that you guys have had in the last few weeks.
Yeah, wolf, I'm good with. Hyena, didn't see that coming. Alright, I'll go up to the bartender and get the rounds table. Whatever you got, whatever's strong.
The barmaid looks at you and says, "Of course, strongest ale for my favorite customer. Where's your red bearded friend?"
I'd like to be out of here and done before he shows up.
Oh. Yes, of course. I'll have it out to you guys in just a matter of moments. And she'll turn
Thank you, sir.
towards the kegs and start filling up 6 glasses of ale. As you guys walk past the table, however, Kadreen, you notice these 3 individuals that are sitting at the table behind you. All seem to have similar clothing and that similar colored sash around their arm as the ones that you have come in contact with before. You don't have to do anything with that information if you don't want to.
Like they're just dressed like the people I've seen before, or they like are people I've seen before.
High or low?
Hi.
You recognize one of them as the one that broke your wing.
Great. I'm going to stop dead in my tracks and I'm just gonna lean over the table toward the one I recognize and I say, "Fancy seeing a friendly face around here."
The bandit that you look at goes white in the face. Yes, fancy seeing a familiar face.
Would you mind coin purse? Kind of missed it.
I don't think that's how this is going to work, Missy.
I'll like him turned. Kid, is there a problem?
I believe our friend recognizes somebody over here.
I think you understand how much works. You see, I'm not alone this time.
Neither are we.
I think she's gonna start a fight, Vess.
Vess just fully stands up.
While
Do you
Zal's
need any help, love?
Mal's just gonna go,
Are we about to fight?
no clue.
I've never been in a bar fight.
So, I think we're gonna take a coin purse off him. And I have some payback to deal.
This is the one that messed up your wing.
I want to cast True Strike on this guy.
Okay, and what does
See how
True
I
Strike
can-
do?
I want to see how I can best mess up this guy, if there's a way to best mess him up. Basically, True Strike is I just point my finger at a target within range. My magic grants me brief insight into the target's defenses, and on my next turn, I gain advantage on my first attack against the target. Provided that my spell hasn't ended, it lasts for like 1 round.
Okay. 1 second here. Sorry, so what did I need to do? My apologies.
You actually don't need to do anything because True Strike it only gives me something to do. So
Okay,
I
okay.
get to see insight into this guy's defenses if he has any.
Okay, so like basically like the AC kind of idea?
It's not very specific, the spell description. It just says
I think it
grants
just
you a
use your
brief
standard.
insight into the target's defenses. So maybe that would mean AC, maybe it would mean
True
I
strike.
notice he has a ring of fire resistance. I'm not sure.
Got it. Okay.
I got it.
So yeah, you notice that I mean, like, he looks like he's wearing some form of like leatherish armor. Doesn't look like he's carrying anything too crazy. You do see his sword kind of, you know, hung at his hip a little bit there, but yeah, there's not much special about him other than he's got numbers.
Okay.
Well,
So do I?
I'm gonna saunter behind this guy.
Oh. K. Roberts in chat says something about doing the advantage. So with True Strike, you will be able to
disadvantage.
roll advantage against that particular person. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
and it's on your next turn.
Yes, on my next turn.
Perfect. And which one was it that you were marking with that? Sorry, so I just can mark it for future.
I mean, whichever one I recognize, we'll call it this guy.
Sure. I will
So I
put
guess I would've been, like,
I will put
over
a
here
yellow
or
mark on him, just for both of our knowledge. All right. So are you going to start this off?
Let's say Rosanna would look at Kadrian and go, "Is he broke your wing?" Pointing down at the person in front of me.
And I'll just say, yeah.
Rosanna's gonna lift a quarterstaff and try and crack him upside the head. No warning.
As this goes to happen from Valzana, you hear, you see the barmaid with the drinks drop them and pulls out a knife. Not in my bar!
Oh, okay.
Without me joining for the fun. I'll get everybody to roll me initiative.
What? I mean, what side is the
Always like
bartender
that.
joining?
That's a good question. Neutral. Attack everybody.
Everyone's very good.
Ah, shit. Not my worst. That's not my worst roll. Not my best though.
Let me get this turn order up. One second here while I get this all figured out, because something just broke.
Oh, don't you love it when things break?
There we go, that's better. Dum. So this is gonna be a good old-fashioned bar brawl. I really hope you guys aren't gonna actually use freaking weapons, but that's up to you guys.
You know, as long as it's not magic, we can do non-lethal strikes.
Very true.
I don't know. Could you imagine just going into a bar brawl and pulling out a full longsword?
Oh, you mean two great swords?
Either one.
Me and Anson have great swords. Just
I
bar
got a
fight.
dagger too.
Oh, look at you with a dagger.
I'm pretty sure I only have a longsword.
I only have a great sword. Not trying to kill you. Whoops.
All right, I gotta add everybody's turns here. There's gotta be an easier way to do this for future. I'm trying to figure it out. I might end up having you guys actually roll your initiatives in D&D Beyond, but we'll see.
Oh. Okay.
1, 2, I know, right? 4, 5. Who am I missing? Kadrian, right there. All right, 20 to 25.
20.
Valzana with a 20. 15 to 19.
18.
19.
18 from Vess.
Yep.
10 to 14. And whoever's left.
8.
8.
5.
What's your dexterity, Ensign?
+2.
What's the
14.
actual
It
number?
beats me.
14.
Oh, okay. So I'll just go like that for just an 8, and then
Cade
you
is
said
quicker than me.
Adrian's quicker than you.
Yeah, Cadrian has a 15 if I'm correct, right? Is that what you said?
What? No. Adrian is, she only has a +1
Okay.
to Dex.
Okay, so yeah, okay, never mind.
And
My
then
apologies.
Kate, sorry, what did you say you got?
Got a 5.
All right, so this is how this is gonna work. This is gonna be a good old-fashioned bar brawl. So you can use
Oh,
chairs as clubs, you can use your fists, and I will allow you guys to use daggers. But if you're gonna start swinging great swords, the barmaid's gonna get pissed.
No.
Yes,
What about a quarterstaff? Because that's
Yes,
what
that can be
Volcano
used
has
as a
in her
club,
hand.
or that can be used as a quarterstaff, just like normal. It's like a club. Yep. She don't
What about
want
stealth?
anything. She don't want great swords cleaving through the tables. Chairs, those are fixable. All right.
Spells,
So-
my man. Do we use spells?
Spells can we cast on them?
Yes. I will allow spells as long as they are not lasting effect spells like fire on the tables.
Okay, so no Syrian smite. Understood.
All right. So with that being said, Volzana, you are up. Tunkin, you are on deck. Actually, Tunkin, what is your dexterity score?
16.
Okay, perfect. 1 second here. I have to check the barmaid's dexterity as well. Oh, crap. You know what? You can go first. That's fine. All right, Valzana, take it away.
There we go. Couldn't read my other dice. Okay, she's just gonna. She was already mid-swing before the barmaid interrupted anyway. But before that, we have a plus. He does a 17 hit.
Yes, it does. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, dokie.
I need to fix something because something broke.
One weird thing I got going on with these dice, however, the quarterstaff has 2 dice on here. I don't
No,
know
a quarterstaff you can either wield it one-handed or two-handed.
Yes.
Those are the 2 different dice. So one hand is 1d6 and two hand is 1d8.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
coming from a monk.
Thank
And
you.
my other campaign, yeah.
Haven't worked with the quarterstaff.
You swung a lot of quarterstaff yesterday too.
Yeah, I did.
That's a 4. All right, and Valzana's gonna go right back to the momentum of the speed of swinging and just crack him for like 4 points of damage over the head.
Sorry, how much?
4. Oh wait, no,
4
not 4.
points?
5.
5
points of
points.
damage cracked over the head.
All
Blundered
right.
it.
So the way we're gonna do battle a little bit tonight is you're gonna just tell me exactly what you want to do, the damage, all that fun stuff. Get all the fancy flavoring out of it the way you want, and then just as soon as you're done, just let me know that that'll be it, so that I can try and move this a little bit faster. Still not trying to push you guys. I don't want to keep asking. Is that all you want to do with your turn? That kind of thing. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so that was it for you. Tunkin, you are up, and then the barmaid is up next.
I'm gonna move here. I'll look at this feller here. I'm asked for a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm a bitch.
Before modifier 16, do I need the modifier?
Oh yes, sir. No, sorry. Well, that'll pass. So I won't be doing anything.
Okay,
That'll
and
let
which
him
one
know.
were you? Sorry, this just trying to make sure that you know that this guy. I'm just gonna delete who's not actually targetable. There we go. There. All right. Sorry, that was it for you. You said.
Yeah. No, he's saved, so I wouldn't be able to do anything.
So the barmaid up behind the bar is gonna come up to this bandit, and she is just gonna like grab him by the the furs around his shoulders, and she's gonna try and grapple him. Oh wow. As she goes to grab his leathers, I have to re-roll this because apparently they both have the same strength and they both rolled the same strength. All right, so the assassin, the barmaid comes up and grabs him, and as she does, she takes her other hand and just feeds him one right to the nose. Which will be a unarmed strike, so it's going to be a miss. Damn it. Okay. And then he is now grappled. And then Vess, you are up, and then Ensign, you're on deck.
Great. Vess is just gonna real casual like walk over here, like over here, and as she's walking, cast Chill Touch on these two gentlemen right here.
Okay.
I'm special and get to target both of them. 14 plus 5.
That
19.
will hit. 19.
Fantastic. They each take 6 points of necrotic damage as she kind of leans against the bar there, and a skeletal, ghostly hand appears between the two of them, splits off, and sinks into their chest.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Ensign, you are up. Kadrian, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. I've been sitting down the entire time. Just unhook my greatsword, let it into the chair, step up onto the table, crack my neck. I'm gonna run the distance, jump over top of Keith, and punch the one bandit right in the face. I'm gonna run over to this guy, just flying through the air. It's gonna be an 18 plus 1 for a 19.
That will hit.
So
Sorry,
I'm
which one were
punching
you hitting? The one at the bottom?
Yes, this guy.
'Kay.
Yeah, this guy right here.
That'll hit, yep.
That would be... No, 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
That's all I do.
Okay. Kadrian, you are up. Keith, you're on deck.
All right. Can I get the guy I true strike, so yellow dot dude, to make a con saving throw?
100%. 1 second here. That light being out is very hard to see my dice. 16 total.
I mean, that'll definitely... Well, nothing occurs.
Okay. Did it meet the AC or DC? Or is it
Oh, no, it,
well above it? Okay.
Hurdled
Okay.
the DC.
Fair enough. And that was everything for you?
Yeah, no, I mean... Yep.
Okay.
Oh, don't got a bonus action to speak of, so...
Fair enough. All right, Keith, you are up. Our friend Drea will be on deck.
So, number 1, Shield of Faith. Give myself a +2 to AC. So, comes to 16. And then I'm just going to punch this guy right here.
Okay, and you said you rolled a 16?
No, that's my AC now.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll the hit for your unarmed attack.
Cool. That probably doesn't hit. 9.
No, unfortunately, that will not hit.
Well, that is my turn.
All right. So Drea is going to get up out of his chair. I was just trying to have a fucking drink. God damn it! And he will come up to this bandit behind, or in
I
front of
didn't
him.
fucking start it this time.
And he's gonna try and, like, full on blow to the back of the head. Natural 20 for 28, and that'll be 6. Crit is an extra 1, so that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And then, yeah, that is going to be his turn. The bandits are up next. Valzana, you'll be on deck. So the bandit that got struck by Ensign is going to roll an attack at him. The bandit in underneath Valzana is going to, after being smacked by the quarterstaff across the side of the head, is going to roll an attack at you. And then the other bandit that just got hit by Drea is going to roll an attack at him. So, an unarmed strike will be an 11 to hit Ensign, which I'm assuming misses.
So I totally do that straight like dodge and then do like the boxing Mike Tyson shuffle. Like, what you got? What you got? Come on.
Nice,
Come on.
nice.
Obnoxious.
The bandit that tried to punch Valzana rolled a natural 1. So as he reels in to like smash her across the face and dodges, we are actually gonna switch positions, and he is now into the table. He is technically knocked prone. And then the last one is a 16 to hit on Drea, which does hit his armor class. So that is going to be 1 point of bludgeoning damage. All right, Valzana, you are up. Tunkin is on deck.
When he would have passed by, would I have had an opportunity to smack him in the back?
Yes. I'll let you have an opportunity attack on that natural 1. This is a bar fight. The rules are kind of not being followed to the most extent.
I had a 12. Is that it?
Unfortunately, it does not.
That's okay, because that was an opportunity.
All right, so now it is your turn.
She can't hit for nothing. That was the one, because he was sitting. It's the only reason she hit that other one. Because she tried swinging him again and then hit the table instead.
1 second here, actually.
Oh, you know
You
what?
actually get an attack roll with advantage. So roll that second one again. You didn't on the opportunity attack because it was he wasn't prone yet, but now he is. So prone, you attack roll against this creature has an advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Also, I did the math on that wrong. That was a 15 to hit on the opportunity.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, the 15 on the opportunity hit.
It hit.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't math. That was just 4 points of damage.
Okay. And then on your actual attack, like I said, if you move up to 5 feet, you can get a hit off on him with advantage, which you said you rolled a 12 on the... No.
I rolled a 12 on... I rolled a 12 on the opportune attack and a 13 on this one, but you said I had an opportune attack, so do I roll again?
An advantage, yes. So you get to roll with advantage on the actual attack.
Okay.
Oh.
I got a 16.
So that one will hit.
6.
Plus your all that stuff. Yep.
Okay.
Speaking of advantages and disadvantages, Carol, have you been using any of your disadvantages?
It's a bar
Crap,
fight.
no.
Save those for later. It's a bar fight. When
You
our
want me to?
lives are in
Bar fight.
when our lives are in danger, I feel like we should do disadvantage.
So that's how we'll do it. From this point forward, I'll let you guys impose it on me because I keep forgetting about it.
I keep forgetting about it. I don't care.
That was 3 damage, by the way, on that same dude.
All right, so as you do this, 3 damage to him. So you smack him across the back of the head with the first one, and then you just kind of like bop him right between the shoulders with the second one, 3 points of damage. Tunkin, you are up.
Wisdom saving throw, please, for the feller who's knocked prone.
For the feller who's knocked prone. 5 plus not enough. Yeah, 5.
I'm gonna walk up to him, get a little close, and I'm gonna say, you and your buddies like ganging up on helpless females, do ya? Well, you lack the spine and the testicular fortitude to be much of a challenge to me and my friends, motherfucker. And he's gonna take 3 points of damage from Vicious Mockery.
Alrighty.
Arch, right in the feelings, man.
Make him sit down.
Hit him where it hurts.
Is that everything for you?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so this barmaid who has this bandit grappled is going to roll a to hit against this guy. This time she's gonna use her dagger because she's realized what's going on. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. I rolled a 3. Vess, you are up. Ensign, you are on deck.
All right. Still leaning against this bar. And I'll cast Toll the Dead on this guy right here. Ooh, that rolled really far. Boy. 10 points of necrotic damage on this gentleman here.
There's saving throw attached to that.
Oh, you know what? It is a saving throw. You're right. Pretend I didn't roll anything. I need a wisdom save. DC 13.
We don't hear you, Cap.
I rolled a natural 1, so yeah, it failed.
Woo!
All right, Ensign, you're up. Kadrian, you're on deck.
Okay. You know, just because he's grappled, just do a little bit of a shuffle. Look at the barmaid. Hold him still. What? So
Okay.
that'll be a 17 plus 1 for an 18.
That will hit.
Punch him right in the freaking nose. It's gonna be 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. As it gets smacked in the nose, he's holding it. It's starting to bleed a little bit. You probably just broke it. Kadrian, you are up. Case, you're on deck.
I reach down to my boot, pull out a dagger, and I'm going to throw it at the guy who is between, I guess, it's Balzana and Tunkin, because he is my main quarry. So I am going to try to hit. Hopefully, we shall see about that. Oh yeah, does a non-natural 20 hit a bandit?
Yes, most definitely.
All right. He will take 4 points of piercing damage from the dagger that buries itself in his shoulder.
4 points, you said?
Yes.
Okay. As you bury that dagger into his shoulder, you can see that the blood is from the dagger is starting to pour out pretty good. He's looking very, very worse for wear. Case, you are up.
My coin purse now.
I'll die before I give you anything.
Keith is going to grab the chair that he was sitting in.
No. As my bonus action, because I do have a bonus action.
Oh.
Oh.
It's just preparing a spell for next.
Okay.
I make the shape of your gun. But voice.
Sorry, you're cutting out.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying that as my bonus action, I'm going to prepare my spell finger guns.
Okay.
Because prepare takes bonus action.
Got it. All right. So, Case, you are up. Drea is on deck.
Keith is going to grab the chair that he was sitting in. He's going to look at the guy that's like kind of like boarded over the table somewhat. I'm just not saying anything. He's going to try to hit him with the chair.
Okay, so because this is an improvised weapon, I would classify this as a club. So if you have proficiency with simple weapons, I will allow you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll.
Yes, I do have proficiency. Yay!
I figured as much.
I would hope so. As a martial class, I would hope I would have proficiency in simple weapons.
Right.
And he is prone, so... Oh, let's go.
He's not prone
Oh.
anymore. He got up on his turn.
Okay, then we roll. So instead of...
Oh, so didn't he get up and then fly into the table? That's how he got prone
So
again?
he flew into the table, and then it was his turn. So he would have used his movement to get up. Sorry, I didn't state that actually, but he did swing an attack back at you.
Fine. Okay, so that would be 14.
That meets his AC, so whatever damage you're doing will be halved.
Alright, and this counts as a club. So it'd be...
I believe it's a D4.
It's either D4 or D6, but probably D4.
Rules mongers. Which one
Oh.
is it? I think it's a D4.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 5 damage. So half of that. This is
So half to
Stacy.
2. All right, so as you take this chair and like just poof, he takes it and the chair just shatters across his head, and the splinters are buried deep in his face, and the blood starts to trickle.
I'll do it again. As I hold like the legs of the chair, I'll do it again.
Drea is going to take his turn, and he is going to literally just like reach out for the guy's head, and he's just gonna try and smash it against the table. He rolls at, oh my god, Drea's rolling on fire. 19 plus his strength is 23, so that's a hit. And that will be another 6 points of bludgeoning damage to him as his head bashes off the table. And now it's the bandit's turns. So again, this bandit that just got smashed against the table is going to roll against him. Ensign, the one that's below you, is actually going to strike up against this barmaid. And then, the one that just got a chair smashed across his face is going to reciprocate with a chair against Kate's face. All right, so the attack from towards Drea misses. The one against the barmaid hits for 1 point because, you know, they don't have that much strength, apparently. And the one against... Oh, another natural one against Kaith. So that misses, and so as he goes to strike at you, another natural one, you kind of parry out of the way, and you put your foot out and trip him, and he is now prone right here. Right beside Ensign. Valzana.
Ensign got you, buddy.
Valzana, you are up. Duncan is on deck. But as we are at the top of the turn order, I am like 30 minutes past break. Does anybody need like a 5-10 minute break?
I could use a 10-minute break.
All right. Yes, because we
I
technically...
need to pee, dude.
Yeah. All right.
I'll be
Guys,
straight.
We are going to be back. So what we'll do is we'll be back at 1:45. So we'll see you guys in about 13 minutes. I'm going to start. There we go. We are back. We were all just doing a small little dice show off. Yes, Robert, Kate Roberts, Jessa did show us her duck dice, and then I showed the panda dice, which, there you go. You can't really see it because I don't have the proper light, but there is a panda in that die. All right, before we get back into combat, let us pick our giveaway winner. So, you guys have 3 seconds to enter if you have not already. 3, 2, 1, closed. Picking the winner. Picking the winner. Did it say it? Yep. Shiny Locks. It for some reason did it twice. So Shiny Locks, if you can, there's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm gonna need a way to send these to you, so you can either join the Discord and send me a DM that way, or you can DM me here on Twitch, or you can find us on Twitter, Unlucky Rollers, and you can message me there as well. All right, so let us roll back into some combat here. So Valzana, we're at the top of the order, so that means Valzana, you are up, and Tunkin, you will be on deck.
Okay. And see that bandit just ran past, basically. So
It's it's currently prone on the ground after being tripped by Keith.
when he went by, would she have gotten another attack of opportunity? It's okay if that's a no.
Semantics. Sure. Go ahead and roll me 2 attacks.
Okay.
And because it's prone, if you're 5 feet away from it, it'll be advantage on the second one.
Okay. The first one was a 17.
All right, so that one will hit. That's the
For
opportunity
4
attack.
damage. Yep, that's
Okay.
the opportunity for 4 damage.
4 damage. Go ahead and claim your unconscious or knocked unconscious non-killing blow.
Yep. So when when he was getting mid-trip, she like smacked him down the rest of the way. He just knocked out when he hit.
All right, and this one is officially unconscious. The one that has Kadrian's coin purse.
And I believe she still got one more.
So you actually have your attack now, because that was the opportunity attack.
And so, guess she's probably gonna honestly step over his body and try to hit in between the bar lady and name just left me. Ensign.
Yep.
Yeah. See if she's into that. I don't know where my dice just went. I rolled it and it left me. Ah, dang it. 2. I don't think 11 hits.
No. Unfortunately, that's a miss.
She's gonna swing through and probably almost and hit the chair.
Yeah, so as you try and step over the unconscious bandit's body to hit, it just swings wide. And Tunkin, you are up. The barmaid is on deck.
Alright, we'll go ahead and shoot a frosty bolt at this feller here with a 14.
That meets the AC, so it'll be half damage.
Ready? That'll be 7.
7 points. Is that halved?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I did the half myself. Got you. 6, 3, 3.
Okay, and sorry, it was the one in front of Ensign, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. And that was everything for you.
Yes.
Okay. So the barmaid is up next. Seeing this one fall down beside it, she is actually going to take this one that's still grappled. Like, he hasn't really been like trying to get away from it, and she is gonna try and like shove him up against the table. Her natural 20 to his 11, so she will like smash him up against the table, and he is now prone, technically, and she lets go of the grapple. Vess, you are up, and Ensign, you are on deck.
Yep.
Okay. She's getting bored just casting spells, so I'll move right here between these two gentlemen, and where Ensign's punched this guy in the face, he's been stabbed, she's gonna go ahead and punch him in the back of the head.
Okay, and you will have advantage on this due to flanking.
So I'm not a brawler, as one might be surprised to hear. What do I add to any of this?
It's usually your strength score, or
Cool.
1.
Cool. Well, that was 18. A hit.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be 1 plus your strength modifier.
2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. All right. Yeah, unarmed strikes are not always the strongest. Even critical hits, it's apparently only a critical hit is double, double, it's like just an extra 1. So dumb. All right. And that was everything for you then?
That's all for me.
Okay. Ensign, you're up. Kadrian, you are on deck.
Is this guy still down?
This guy?
The guy the guy I'm in front of. Or
Yes,
on top
he's
of.
still on the ground. Yep. He's knocked prone.
That's gonna drop.
Or he's knocked against the table, sorry. He's prone against the table.
I'm just gonna put a spiked boot into him
Okay.
because I wear spiked boots.
I will allow you to roll this like it's a dagger attack.
Oh mercy me. Okay, so that's 15 plus 2.
Okay, so that'll hit.
Going at it dagger style. 13. That'd be 4 points of piercing damage.
All right. So, are you doing like a boot stomp? Or are you doing like how does this look? Like to the face or?
I'd probably, because there's the spikes on the tips that hook. I'd probably like wind up and go for the wind up right in the back of the head.
Okay. All right,
Try
Kadrian,
not
you
to
are
kill
up.
people.
Try to knock it so his face just goes right into the table.
All right, Kadrian, you are up. Kate is on deck. Brutal.
All
Yes,
right.
Kay Roberts, brutal.
Raising the hand, or well, it was already raised. Lowering the hand that had the finger guns pointing at this nice gentleman over here. Kadrian is going to back up about to this table, so she'll get like a she won't take her shot at disadvantage, basically.
Okay.
And does a what else? Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So this guy will take. Max damage. So 10 points of force damage.
So that is a.
This guy's just right in his shoulder.
All right, so that is a killing blow, quote unquote. So if you want to flavor it
Hits
a
a
little bit
pressure
more,
point.
yeah. So
Yeah, so hits a pressure point, and he probably just like bumps.
all right,
and
so
it's
yeah,
crit.
as the force bullet hits him in the shoulder and that pressure point there, he falls up against back into the chair and he's out.
And that's my turn.
All right,
Well,
Keith.
yeah.
Nope. Okay. Yeah. Good. All right, Keith, you are up. Drea is on deck.
All right, well, Kate will walk around. Valzana, and here, kind of stand on top of the unconscious person. And
Okay.
just make an attempt to punch this individual.
All right. Go ahead.
Is he prone?
Yes, he is still prone. And currently with a boot in his head.
That would be a dirty 20
All right, that'll hit.
for 2 damage, but it's just an unarmed strike.
Okay. So, yeah, as Darren's boot goes into the head and you just, like, smash him into the thing, it's 2 more points of damage there. Drea is up, seeing that the one that he was attacking is now out. He is going to 5, 10, 15. Actually, no. 10. That should be enough. He's gonna have himself a little bit of fun, and he is going to use an ice knife against him. So you watch as his fist starts to kind of like crust up with ice, and it gets like this. It almost looks like a spiked gauntlet now. And that's a 24 to hit for 4 points of damage, piercing damage. And then unfortunately I will need a dexterity saving throw from Ensign, Keith, and Vess.
14. No, it's 16.
10.
8.
Hey, at least I'm not the worst.
All right, 1 second here. DC for him. Anybody that got a 14 or less failed. Oof. 8 points of damage as you watch the shards of ice kind of explode from him. Sorry, I forgot about that.
What the fuck, Dre?
It's very cold.
However, as the ice kind of shoots out to you guys, you watch as the ice buries into the bandit. Fortunately, he is dead. Like dead. He's not knocked out. He killed somebody. The bandits are up next, but there are none to be found. However, as we reach the top of the round of combat, what the fuck is going on in here? As you watch another bigger bandit, he now has instead of the single sash along his one arm, it's a 2-stripe, and there's kind of like this pinstripe that goes all the way down his sleeve in the same color, so it's like a 1, 2, and then 1 that goes down. He was also one that you recognized, barking the orders at you, Kadrine, as these other bandits were accosting you on the road.
I think I felt like it just got more big dick energy in here.
Valzana, you are up.
Oh,
Tonkin
look,
is
it's
on
standing
deck.
at the door.
Just at the door. And Balzana's just kind of standing there for a minute. She's like, "Is that another one?" Looking at Cage.
Yep.
So many friendly faces in the bar tonight. Yeah.
That's another one. Okay. And she's going to. What is that? How far is that? It's within. Chip in here. This person. How far was that position? It's 15 feet. About there. This. And she's going to get up there and put her hands out towards him, and she's going to cast poison spray.
All right.
So that is... Where is my 12?
Oh, cool.
Oof. He needs a con save of
Con save of what, sorry?
My headphones unplugged. What was it?
What was the con save that he needed?
Yeah.
Or, sorry, it was a con save? Sorry. That'll be a 6.
Okay, and wasn't much. Baby is not good at that outside of combat. That would be 3 points of.
3 points?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else about that?
No, she's just sitting there.
All right, so 3 points of poison damage kind of arcs out from your hand and hits this assassin in the face as he walks through the bar wondering what the hell is going on in here. Duncan, you are up. The barmaid is on deck.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and pop off with a 22 hit this feller.
Yes, it will.
Alright, we're gonna shoot off here with. Okay, it looks like a 3 and an 8. To look at the barman and say, greatly sorry about this, miss. We're gonna do a thunder damage at this target here with a chaos bolt again, cackling sort of lightning, shooting off at him for 15 points of damage.
Okay. So as this thunderous what was the spell that you used?
Chaos bolt.
Oh, so as the bolt of energy unleashes on him, he takes the 15 points of thunderous damage. He kind of shakes his head a little bit as this like cacophonous like booming sound just washes over him. And that would be your turn then?
Yes, it is.
The barmaid is up next. Looks at the fire genasi over there and says, "I told you no death in my bar." Oh, now I'll have to go clean it up. But first, what the fuck are you doing in my bar? I told you not to come back. And she is going to strike at him with a double dagger attack. Because she's got multi-attack technically with weapons. So, oh my lord. 13, 14, and 2 is 16. Alright, so the first one will hit, the second one will miss, and that will be... I don't have a D4 out. Oh boy. 7 points of piercing damage. Vess, you are up, and then our new friend is up next.
Great, so he looks like bad news. I'm going to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at him.
Okay.
Can't even read that. 30-20.
That will hit.
Wonderful. 4d6.
Knew I had no problems handing this one to you guys tonight.
Oh, good.
Oh shit, he's a higher initiative than me.
By like a hair.
Yeah, just by a little bit, but I mean at the same time, depending on what he does, changes my plan of action.
So, almost, it's less like a light and more like a purplish fog shoots out of my hand and hits him square in the chest for 16 points of damage.
All right, so now I gotta do some math on the stream. That's okay. Perfect.
No, I just
We're
had to
good.
do it.
All right, so as this fog washes over him, he takes the damage, and then it will be his turn now. seeing as he's looking at two unconscious friends of his and one that is dead, between Vess and Ensign there, he is going to bonus action disengage from the barmaid, and he's going to make a running leap over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, to right about here. He's then
look,
going
that's
to
even a little bit closer.
he's going to pull
Over
out
Balzana?
he's going to pull out his his short swords, because he's not fucking around. One is going to go against Drea, which is going to be a 17 to hit, which hits him, and then a 16 on Vess.
Meets my armor class.
Okay, so that'll be half damage on his attack towards you, and that is a d6. So it is going to be 2 plus 3, so 5 damage to Drea and 9 points of damage to you.
Vess collapses. I'm down.
Oh.
Oh shit.
And that will be his turn. Ensign, you are up.
Well, what you know just happened, there's only gonna be one couple thoughts that go through my head, and that goes, "Oi, fuckhead!" I'm gonna take the stance over top of this guy. Bonus action seal. I'm gonna interdict his ass. Green of flame out of the eye. You hit the wrong person. I'm just gonna raise the fucking hand I'm going in to grab at him. 16?
Meets armor class.
Fuck yes, okay.
So that'll be half
So-
damage.
So it'll all be a half, but at the same time, I'm gonna consume the seal. So that is, yeah, that's not even that good. 2, 2, 4, 3. Plus
That's
2.
8, 9, 10, 11.
That would be 11 points of necrotic damage halved
So 5.
to 5. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. I've got this. I've got sucked energy. Oh wait, I'm gonna gain that. I will gain that in temporary hit points though.
Yes, yes, you will.
As I suck the life from them, like, how about you pick on somebody your own fucking size, eh? Bring it on, fuckhead.
Gladly. Gadrian, you are up. Drea is on deck.
All right. Well, with my finger guns cantrip still up, I'm just going to take aim at this guy that just felled a friend that was helping me. And it totally, like, I don't even think it actually shoots anything. It's like, you know, nothing was loaded apparently, and absolutely nothing happens to this guy, and that's
Oh no.
and
Okay.
that's it, except for the fact that I'm going to move over to where the unconscious dude with my coin purse is.
Okay. Drea will be up next, and seeing that he just watched one of the people that have been nice to him, and he is standing 5 feet, he is going to cast Cure Wounds on her. So you will get I need some d8s. Oh, there you go. You're gonna take 19 points of healing, Vess.
I'm back up to full.
There you go. Drea's gonna be like, yeah, pick on somebody your own size. So yes, you are
Maybe
back up
don't
to
throw
full.
ice at me, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Thank
I
you for
fixed
the
problem.
assistance, but I think it's about time I beat this fucker's face in.
Yes, do it. Drea will end his turn. Case, you are up. These bandits are no longer on the thing, so they can go. Valzana, you will be on deck.
Eighth is going to grab this chair. Well, since we're I'm the only one here left, so I think you're the only one left to hit.
Okay, no restraint.
Okay. Thanks, Nicole. 14, 15, total of 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Where's my D4? I rolled this one. Total of 3 damage.
3 damage?
Yeah.
All right, not 300. Jesus. Like, pounds him into the freaking next universe with that kind of damage.
You still have to pull back.
Right, Bolzana, you're up. Duncan, you're on deck. Divine Smite. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Is going to 20. Yeah, I didn't think I could do anything. She's going to take up her turn to turn into a giant hyena, because evidently nobody's playing games now. No more games now.
The barmaid just sits at my bar. That's a giant hyena.
You get used to it, don't worry about it.
Two chairs gone, a hyena, one dead person.
A night. Definitely a night.
Sorry, she just
We haven't even had a chance to actually have our drinks.
Yeah, no, they're sitting on the bar right now. Anything else with your turn, Valzana?
I don't believe I can do anything else because it takes up the whole thing.
Okay.
Unless I use that as a bonus action.
Yeah, I believe, depending on what circle you are, I think...
I'm Moon.
Yeah,
So
then, yeah, it's a bonus action.
Bonus action.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
okay,
then, yes, you would have an action, yes.
So then we're just gonna go on ahead and charge at him. It doesn't even matter how far he is.
All right.
And let me see. Which I actually
What's the
didn't
size of a giant hyena?
That's what I was just trying to look up.
It's like 4 tiles.
Is
Yeah,
it a large?
Yeah, it's a 2x2.
Is it
There
2
you
by
go.
2?
I'll let you grow in size too, just to take the effect. Eventually, I'll get you some character tokens, Valzana. You just gotta let me know what wild shapes you want.
Mainly that hyena.
Apparently.
And I gotta pull that back up. Quick roll. Oh crap! I rolled with the dice. What is that? Plus. Oh, it's plus 10 to hit. Doesn't even matter. Oof. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
That's what I thought. Okay. 1, 2. And that is. It's for 11 points of piercing damage from a bite.
11 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said a 4 and a 3. No, wait. I can't math. It's 10.
Okay. All right, Tunkin, you are up. The barmaid is on deck.
I'd like to get a wisdom saving throw from this feller. Please.
That will be a 11 plus 3, 14.
Well, shoot. That's a pass. He passes. I do nothing else on my turn, except take a sip of my drink.
There you go. You just reach over to the bar.
Grab his drink. Look, he's not dumb enough for my tricks today, so I'm gonna take a sip and put that down and Go ahead, Madam Barmaid.
The barmaid kind of looks around. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, she can. Perfect. She is going to roll another dagger attack against this guy, and she gets advantage due to the fact that no, not advantage. Yes, advantage because of flanking. So that will be a 9 plus 18 to hit, which hits, and then sneak attack damage. Yeah, this is gonna take it right out. I need a d4 as well. 5, 4, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18 points. Oh my lord, it's not enough. As she digs this dagger straight into his kidney, and he drops to a knee, he is like critically wounded. Vess, you are up.
So I get up from prone and fully spit blood down in his face.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
That will be a 9.
He does not pass. So as she spits, a sound of wings beating and bells ring in his head. As he takes 9 points of damage.
Well, he only
Necrotic
needed
damage.
1, so you go ahead and claim the kill.
So she stands up, spits in his face, sprays blood across it, and her eyes go fully black. She says, "Fuck you." And
All
blood
right.
starts to pour from his ears and his eyes as he falls.
And with that, we are out of combat.
Immediately lean over to the bar and grab my beer and just chug, 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 chug.
Kate the
Oh,
old
all
man.
for you.
Handed one over to Vess.
Thank you.
And
Sorry.
Balzano will
Going through the
turn
unconscious
back.
bandit's pockets.
All right, so as you go through your victim's pockets, Kadrine, the unconscious one, you find your coin purse, so you can add your inventory back, or your gold back to your inventory that we had discussed.
Do I find his coin purse?
He's got, yeah, let me see how much gold he has for you. Actually, yeah, in your coin, in the coin purse that you found that includes your gold, you have another 2 gold that was in his as well.
Sweet. I take all of it.
All right.
And I pull my dagger out of his shoulder.
Okay.
You will actually take the short sword that the one of the short swords that the bandit had. Well, I guess the assassin had, since he got truly ganged up on.
Yes. So you're taking one of the short swords?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow you to add that to your inventory.
I'm gonna put like look at the barmaid. Put like 3 gold down on the bar. Damage it.
That's appreciative, but that was fun too. Haven't had a good bar brawl like that in 20 years.
Also in context, I look over at the physically dead dudes. Clean up.
Ah, yes. I mean, fine. The thunderous energy from that one over there, that kind of shook some of the foundation tiles up. This is going to require a lot more repairs than I thought. Has anybody seen Storm? Maybe he can come fix this.
He was fixing a barn.
Oh.
And defense.
And
All right. Well,
A lot happened.
I'll go and fetch the stone mace. And drinks
Is 3
are.
gold enough?
A favor, would you, ma'am?
What's
Don't
that?
bring my name up whenever you mention the thunderings and what have you. You may not bode well with Storm.
Okay. Fair. Yes, well, I see that your guys' table seems slightly unscathed, so how about you, go and finish your drinks? I'll put a close sign up for the time being. You guys can have your drinks in peace. I'll be in the back. Holler if you need anything, and she will go up to the door, just put a closed sign on the outside of it, and then she's gonna make her way into the back room.
Go sit back down where my greatsword was, pull it off the chair, lean it up against the wall, and grab the one beer off the table that was actually mine because I just drank a random one off the bar.
It will come over here, grab this chair, and bring it back over here.
One that he hasn't broken on somebody's face.
Just like you just got 2 chairs.
Walzana
giant-
has changed back.
Okay. So we have one dead guy here in this chair, and we have the dead guy on the ground beside him. But this guy that had the coin purse of Kadrian is still unconscious, and so is this other guy beside Volzana in this chair.
As I
It
head
was-
back to my
it was
seat,
This was an easier fight than the one I had with them earlier.
On that note,
Thank you.
Balzana's gonna check the dude who's unconscious about his coin purse.
You said he was unconscious?
Yes.
Duncan's gonna walk up, pick up his head, take out his crossbow, slash it across his throat, let him back down and say, the loot's all yours. He's gonna wipe the blood up off on his self.
I
And walk back
don't
down.
even bat an eyelash and just sip my beer.
So, Ensign, we still have one more. That's unconscious.
No, don't touch him. I don't want you to touch him before I loot him. I don't want
Look,
blood on my
I did my damages. I got what I wanted out of the scenario. Now I'm going to sit and let my beer. If they want to finish off the rest of them, they can finish off the rest of them. I have no qualms against it.
Drea,
They're bandits.
Drea is actually going to go up to the one that was unconscious that he's asserting that Kadrian had problems with, and says, would you like to do something with this one?
If I'd like to kill him, the answer is not really. I beat him to a pulp. Good enough for me.
Fair enough. And he will literally drag him out the door and kick him onto the fucking staircase. Come back and sit down and have a beer with you.
and
Now, see, it only would have been more fun if your twin was here for that. Then it would have been the real brawl.
The problem with having Ariad here for a bar fight is it'll be like the last time when he couldn't control his urge for blood.
And sometimes I can't control my madness for beating up bandits, and that's why it's all in good fun.
This bar would not have survived Ariad. Let's be real, Ensign.
That's true, we could have just thrown him out on the street.
Well, maybe
So,
next time.
Balzana's gonna look at Tunkin and absolutely just start fussing. She's just like, no, now you have to loot him for the thing, for everything. You just let blood everywhere.
If you want me to, I will.
I was gonna use it to pay for the bar damages, whatever he had on him, and you slit his throat. I'm not touching that.
His throat's all that's cut. The goods or whatever he's got are still
You are-
good.
Blood does not stay in one place.
Even though there's a
Get
bit
it.
of a mess, but
Get it?
alright, if you insist, I'll rummage through whatever's left of this guy.
Give it to the bar lady. Good.
And whatever he finds on her or on him, he'll go over and give to the barmaid and say, here you go. Where'd you go? You can have these
He's in
items.
the back.
It's gold. You can have that money. Just remember, don't tell Storm I was the one who made a mess of your flooring.
She went into the back.
She will have heard him calling for her, yeah, and graciously accepted. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. And we'll go back to tending whatever she was doing back there.
Look, when you have a problem with these guys, you can only leave one. You only leave the one alive. You mess with one of ours, we get rid of the rest.
I don't care if you killed him. I wanted to loot him before you did, and you just came over and grabbed him.
Oh, sure, it was a good idea to leave one alive. I mean, aren't these guys with the cult?
I usually don't leave any of them alive, but at the same time, yeah, I'd had my fun. One stays alive, runs off and tells somebody what's gonna do. Oh well, the next fight's just gonna be more entertaining. Because they're gonna know we're coming, and it'll be fun! Come on! Sorry,
If you
getting a
remember
little ahead of
Stomach.
myself.
You're a very interesting individual, Ensign.
If anybody would like to roll me a history check about these bandits, you can.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll also give it a shot.
Actually, no, I'm not that good at, I'm not very smart enough to even care about it.
Very smart.
You know what? I'm gonna add a D6 to that as well.
Oh,
13.
I am proficient in history. I got a 21.
Just 15.
Okay. So, Keith, you've seen both types of bandits. You've seen the bandits that you guys killed earlier. You've also seen the bandits at the farm. You can not discern whether they are of the same cult following or if they are unrelated. Kadrine, you have not ran into any bandits other than these ones with that particular sash coloring. So you would not, unfortunately, know whether they are part of the cult. But Valzana, with a 15, seeing that you had seen both types of bandits, you would deduce that these bandits with the orange sash they seem to be more militaristic. They seem to be more advanced than the typical bandits. Like the bandits you guys fought yesterday in the morning before heading out to the farm, they threw firebombs at you. They didn't have any militaristic type like advancements. They just kind of they threw firebombs and they tried to hit you guys. But these guys, they seem to be more sophisticated.
I realized I was muted. I rolled a 22.
All right, so
And
Vess.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I rolled a 13, not a 15.
Oh, I thought you said 15. So no, then
No.
you and Keith both know the same
Just
thing. Vess knows what I just told Volzana.
Darius.
We worked it out in the end.
There you go.
I'll lean over to Ensign with that. These ones were different, wouldn't you say?
Well,
These
you
ones
knew a
were
bit more how to
also-
fight.
Yeah, so these ones were also
Is
the
he-
same bandits as like the ones you guys fought the night before with the portal.
Uh-huh. It's... It is similar. The marking. Sash. One of them had one. This guy had one. And that guy had a couple. Organization?
It seemed like it.
If they intended to be a lot more along the lines of being organized, then that's probably something that is attached to... Maybe the raid? Maybe the cult?
Perhaps. Cade, you said these were the gentlemen who accosted you.
Yes,
Where?
they did. On the road, just on my way to, well, wherever I thought I was going to go. Just sort of picked a direction, headed that way, and when I started nearing Greenest, which, to be perfectly honest, I didn't even really know this town was here. I don't know. They just appeared out of the sides of the road, and I tried to. I don't know if it's obvious. I tried to fly away, but I was shot down. So, alas, here I am with a busted wing. But we got to bust their faces, so honestly, I'm not that broken up about it anymore. I have a fuller coin purse, so all is well. I don't really know much about the bandits other than the fact that they're sophisticated, maybe you said, but I would call them more opportunists in my experience with them.
I think on the level of that and somebody who understands a little bit more, maybe we should flip the mirror. Be a little bit more of an opportunist ourselves. We seem to enjoy fattening up your own coin purse just as much as the rest of us do. Why don't you say you come along and we deal with the rest of these opportunists, make a little bit more cash?
I am never opposed to making more cash.
Oh, let's say we finish off this drink and get going. Still plenty of time left in the day. Get some travel out.
Through the
rest.
pockets of the big, like a higher ranking dude, or was it just Keith who took a sword?
Yeah, nobody had searched through the bigger assassin dude. It was just the short sword that was taken from.
You
I
wanna
do want
pull
to
from on
search
your way
him.
out. Sorry, Ensign, what did you say?
I would have looked at Kate and be like, well, you can give him a bit of a pilfer on our way out.
Okay. Yes, Kadrian, if you would like to roll me an investigation check, and then kind of what are you looking for?
Well, I'll look for his money, but the people I'm with also mentioned that they found it with bandits that had a letter that had a specific seal. So as I go through his pockets, I'd probably also be keeping an eye out for any parchment as well.
Okay. So, so to quickly wrap the looting and stuff up, Tunkin, the guy that you slit his throat with the crossbow bolts, you found 2 gold there, as well. The big guy, the assassin, had 24 gold sitting on him, and no letter about a raid or anything like that. And then of course he's got, he's got a basic poisoner's kit in one of his pouches. He's got a crossbow that was slung across his back. He's got a dagger in his boot.
Could always use another dagger. I'm gonna take the dagger and take the gold.
Okay. You can add a +2 dagger to your inventory.
Okay. Better than my basic old dagger. What?
Jesus. I've never given a +2 weapon out, but that's what he had on him.
I like my big weapons. No little daggers, go big swings.
Yeah, big weapons are a little bit better.
So,
Small weapons have their place.
I break small weapons a lot.
But yes, to reiterate, yeah, there's no letter.
Okay.
So as you guys finish up your drinks and get ready to exit the bar, that is where we will end our session for the evening, and we will pick it up next Wednesday from here. So yeah. Want to thank all of our fantastic viewers and my fantastic crew. You guys all did an amazing job today. Thank you so much for being here. Want to thank BK Mad Dog for all those gifted subs that I have to roll for after we end the show here tonight. Partner, thank you for following the channel. Unfortunately, the one thing about players doing that is it does not go towards your guys' dice pools, but you will give it to one of the Sunday nights. So thank you so much for that. The donation to Extra Life for $25 from BK Mad Dog as well, which gave that word Sam a birthday inspiration, so she had gotten one of those. And then we also have the remaining $20 donation, which I have to look at my milestones to figure out what that was. So thank you guys so much for that. Thanks for sticking around, but until next time, may your dice be as unlucky as our rolls. Bye for now.
Bye.